What's up everyone, my name is Mike, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to compare what Recur has done with their Nickelodeon drop and compare that to what HRO could do, compare game plans, strategies, everything that they've got going on there. We've done previous videos comparing Veve to this drop, and I just want to get into HRO as well. Let's get into this. So obviously Recur did a great thing with this Nickelodeon drop, as it is going above retail, which just means that the market is decided that it is worth something above retail. There's demand in the market for this, and we've talked about how my opinion is that Nickelodeon just appeals to that audience, that demographic that has disposable income, likes the nostalgia, and wants to get into these NFTs, as well as their roadmap. A very short roadmap, but they can trade in their collectibles for slime and then slime into mashups, and it's going to happen really quick, and it's going to be really rare to get one of these mashups to be able to do this. So that's something that they've created that's very, very valuable. We talked about how they're each one of ones, so the background changes, the accessories change, the stance of the character changes. So creating a one of one is obviously something really rare, something that HRO has really not done, except for that one Batman that is a one of one, an extremely rare card that you could have got on the initial digital drop, the initial digital exclusive Batman universe drop that they had there. So one of ones is really interesting. Could HRO do one of one cards? Of course, I think that they could, but honestly, I don't hope that they really do. I just don't hope that they go that direction with their cards, changing the background, changing the stance, the position, changing accessories with the same card. I think that's a very traditional, and traditional meaning like NFTs are super new, so traditional really NFT route that Recur is going with these Nickelodeon characters. So though I do see value in those, you know, one of ones, it still has a mint number of a certain amount of editions for that specific character, which matches up to what HRO is doing with each of their cards, a certain mint number with each of their cards. Now it just comes down to the difference in IP, so HRO obviously sticking to DC for now, and then Recur having Nickelodeon, which really appealed to that demographic, I feel. But DC, I still think appeals to a wider audience, in my opinion, so why aren't HRO cards going for more than what Nickelodeon characters are going for? Well, in my opinion, I think it's the roadmap as well as what we've already talked about, but Nickelodeon has a very defined roadmap. This is what you can do with your collectibles. This is how you trade into slime, which gets you then into a mashup character, and there's a limited number of them. So I think that these Nickelodeon characters will come down in price quite a bit after that mashup, after whoever got their mashup, even after the slime, because there's a limited number of slime available. I think 5,000 and then 500 mashups. So after that slime, whoever was not able to trade their characters into slime will then sell off if they're not willing to hold for the long term. So I think we'll see the true value of these Nickelodeon characters after that slime, and then after that mashup deadline especially, which would give us a better comparison as to what HRO digital collectibles are worth as well with that. Now, what could HRO do that Nickelodeon, that Recur has really done well with this drop? HRO done a great thing with whoever held the sets with the digital exclusives actually got those badge cards. I think that's great. I think that's awesome. What would be really cool is if they had a deadline, a specific date. Hey, if you take these two cards, you put them together, you essentially burn those two cards, they're gone, you get a head-to-head. So say you take a Wonder Woman and a Batman, and if you burn those two cards on this date, you're gonna combine them and you're gonna get a head-to-head Batman versus Wonder Woman card. I think that would be super cool, and that would essentially create a one of one unless other people do the same thing. I think that's a really cool strategy, and kind of going the same direction that Nickelodeon Recur is doing with this creation of taking these cards, burning them, putting them into slime, and then burning that slime again to get you a mashup. I think that would be really, really cool. Or perhaps HRO puts out their own roadmap with certain digital exclusive drops, with certain hybrid drops along the same lines, where it's really predetermined that if you get this number of characters, you can burn them all to create this character, and then maybe you can, if you get enough of those characters, you can burn them to create the next character. So all of these things that you can really get excited about with burns and what they can create, and not necessarily what they can create, but if enough people burn those specific characters will become even more valuable, especially considering the additions for each of these cards. They're so low if we get more and more DC fans onto the platform, onto HRO. So that's got me really excited with what HRO is doing and what they can do with the potential of this. I think what Recur has done with Nickelodeon and with this drop really shows that even during a bear cycle, these collectibles are worth something, especially if they have a predetermined roadmap ahead of them with that utility that can come with it, or with what you can create with them. And with digital collectibles, the possibilities are endless because they can be added on later, unlike physical collectibles. So this has got me really excited for Veve, for HRO, for so many more things. And hats off to Recur and Nickelodeon for what they've done with this drop. Obviously it resonates with a lot of people, considering the market value of these and considering how much they have sold. But let me know your thoughts, your comments in the comments section below. What do you think? What do you disagree with? Agree with me? Leave them in the comment section below. Like this video if you found it helpful for whatever reason, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching.